Hello everyone, welcome back to Music Theory. Um, I just wanted to touch base with you guys on the things that I expect for you guys to already be doing and to have prepared for next time when you really sit down and start playing. The one thing I want you guys to start working on is, doing of course, the warm-ups properly and the positionings for those things like your half steps, your whole steps. Half steps being the first four frets of your guitar. So it would be and backwards. Whole steps to 1, 3, 5. And backwards. Right? There are a few more, as you guys know. The 1, 3, 5, and then you continue on down the neck of the guitar. I want you to practice the G major scale, right? And its variations. So when you do the G major scale, right? I want you to also do, right, the 3, 5, 7, and so on, right? And then there's more after that. Check your review sheet because I don't want to get too far into that. Work on the C major scale. C major scale being the same as the G major, and just one string lower. So you're just going to go. Right? And the variations from that, the different points on your guitar for continuing on with the C major scale. Practice the arpeggios for those keys as well. You also have your harmonics. Your A harmonic will be on your fifth fret, 6th string. So you would be at this point 5, 7, 8. Those positionings. So it would be. Right? And the arpeggio. Right? The C harmonic minor. And its arpeggio. Okay? I want you to work on the chords as well for each of those scales, those keys. The pentatonic scale, the A pentatonic. Right, and the different variations of the A pentatonic. Okay, we won't go into that. We'll go into that when we see one another. All right, now, here's the other thing that I would like you to work on is understanding the modes. Okay, you have the modes which are the 7 modes. All right, the Ionian, the Dorian, the Phrygian, the Lydian, the Mixolydian, the Aeolian, and the Locrian. And basically, those are the 7 modes. You know the 7 modes just from starting from the C major scale. You're just starting in different spots of the same scale, and you're keeping the same amount of numbers in between. I'm going to hit 8 to complete the sound, so it would sound this way. If I were to hit the appropriate 7, covering those specific modes, that would be a heptatonic scale. It covers 7 tones. It sounds incomplete to the air, but it sounds this way. From a C major, right? But to complete the sound, we'll play the whole scale. All right, so we'll start from the 2nd mode, which would be the Dorian, and that would be the D. So, right, you get the idea. So from the E, that would be the Phrygian, and that would be, right? So you're going to keep the same amounts, but you're just going to start at different points on the C major scale. Okay? So just get more familiar with that and review the notes that I've given you. When you go to the structure of 1, I want you to go over intervals, spaces in between the notes. Go through the intervals because you have perfects and you have majors. The perfects, 1, 4, 5, 8, majors 2, 3, 6, 7. Remember that the 7th is the diminished interval. All right? I want you to work on that and review that with great accuracy. Work on those things. Okay? Also, the chord makeup. 1-3-5, 1-3-5-7, the major sevenths, the dominant sevenths. Go over all that information too. Not only are we going to just go over it verbally, we're going to go over it, we're going to apply it to the jam sessions. Okay, so get more familiar with that. Alright, what else? What else? Okay, if you have any more questions about, you know, the chord structures and the appropriate scales to use in those, have those questions ready too, because we're going to move right along once we really start to sit down and play and apply all these different fundamentals into the jam sessions.